Hi there traders! So today's video is going to be about how to see and identify we are in trending environment, no longer in range. It is not that hard. You have some few key simple rules you can use, They will come from auction market theory and TPO in Exocharts. Also we will be watching the main your chatting or trading view. Also, I usually start when I want to identify what's happening on higher time frames so I can see the overall context of the market. Also, a few more things. Sometimes you have people who are really good traders in ranges. Yes, me included. Yeah, I think I'm the best in trading range because it's so simple. And when when you are really leaving the range, for example, those people start to lose money because they are trying to fight the trend. They are shorting. Like right now we have this uptrend. Yeah, they're shorting every opportunity they get. Of course, you can do shorts. Yes, on strong levels, but they must start as a scalp. Yes, or really short-term trade, and it can become day trade. But if you are fighting the trend, you are doing counter trades, so you must be very careful with it. Also, a lot of people lose money when you have a trend because they are not patient enough. Patience is needed even more. In ranges you need patience, of course, but during uptrend, downtrend, yeah, when you have market is not giving you a chance to enter, you really need that patience. Otherwise you FOMO in and you lose money. Like today we had 50 million longs on the top, and they just got dragged a bit. Yeah, you cannot do that. So I will show you a few simple things. One more thing, if you truly did not master trend trading, you can stay on sidelines. You don't need to trade, and you can trade when you start to form range, because even in uptrends we are forming ranges. You see them here. As you improve with the range trading, with the trend trading, you can then use trade it, with smaller leverage, and then you will be recording your trades. You really need to record your trades, and you need to put a note. Was the trade during range environment or during the uptrend? And then you can identify where you actually excel more. So journaling, super important. You see why. Okay. So I am really good with the ranges, and I'm decent with the when we have a trending environment. Yes, it's never-ending process. You still learn. Okay. So what I usually do, I go to 1 hour time frame, 15 to 1 hour time frame, so I can see really far away. We can use the recent example what Bitcoin was doing. We can see we are in a clear 2-month range on the Bitcoin. Yes, very key to any identification of the trend is what you are doing on higher time frames and what is the market structure doing. Yeah, we always do that. We always do that. We go to weekly time frame. Weekly, monthly, daily. I do that every week, and I check if we are actually making high lows and higher highs. Yeah, so how is the trend? On hourly you can see it was very good range because you actually had you were doing high lows, yeah, all the time, which was okay, fantastic. You were not downtrending with the lows, but also the highs were you were not making higher highs. You can see that clearly. Yeah, so it's sideways environment, sideways, and until you start to change that structure, you can then identify. For example, key point here was, from the hourly point of view, taking out this high here. Yes, that was key point because it it changed 1 hour time frame. Like from this point especially, it changed 1 hour 1 hour market structure. You did took out this high and you changed. It's now higher high on hourly. Yes, and as you take all these highs, you even change the bigger market structures. So market structure absolutely key, and you can see that even here. If you zoom in, you can also look like this was the last range environment we had, yeah, and since then we just left, and you can see the market structure is clearly up, and this is for any asset in the world, yeah. You see, again small lows, and we are doing another highs. This is valid for most assets in the world, so always pay attention to market structure. It will save you a lot of money. Because you can see in previous, this was my big short here at 52k because it was swing failure pattern from that range. You can see we started, we never did sign of strength. For me, you have a lot of sign of strength, but this is one of them. You could actually start to do something like this here, yeah, like go over this high here, yes, and change market structure. This never happened. It happened actually later, and the trend identification must be very easy for you. We already did a lot of videos about it, but this is number one for me. Like always I'm watching that. I'm not gonna overcomplicate today, like with other tools we use like TRDR and Tradinglite and so on, because you had a lot of signs. This can actually push further. But this template is absolutely gold, and this means everything to me in case like for day traders and identification of a trend. So you see, this was our last ranging environment here. So it's really smart what is smart to do is just merge all of them. So you need to do a lot of merging, for example. Also, you have cool signs, for example, like each time the market was doing some final moves to the downside in this range, we had buying tails, which is showing you buyers are truly interested. Those were not weak lows, yes. If you have a weak low without buying tail, the chances are you can actually take it later. So each time we had a buying tail. Doesn't matter, it was so small, like this one was decent, yeah, like already almost 10. Now we will be merging this session together, all these sessions together, because they are so really like nice. They need to be merged. They are all in within their value areas. So we have beautiful range from 10th of March to 15th of March. We were trading that range here. Point of control, very key. So you did look here. So you started to leave that range. This was final move down to the point of control of that range. You were also holding around here. And now you finally did a big push here. Look here, massive candle here. Like we can start with this. So we did massive candle here, and then we went down really massive, like it was looking like big short there. We had like short there as well, but you stopped at the point of control of that 5-day range. So this is all coming from, and that's why you need to learn it, you know, auction market theory. And you know, you have more here, auction market cheat sheets. Bitcoin is doing all this all the time. So this is, if you know auction market theory, you should never be in doubt, you know, and in the darkness if you are uptrending or not. This is bullish sign. You just hold this point of control, yes. You went to another move up, yes, and then you get another retest. And where did you stop? This is the most bullish you can get, like from trend, yeah. You stopped at the back of that range, not even to point of control. Yes. What would be bearish sign here? Like you would know maybe it's not even a trend, but you still you know, you still can continue to the downside. You would lose that point of control. You would go to the val or even lower. That would show you are actually still in the range. So this move here actually took you out of that local range, and you see what happened further. Now I'm not going to merge. We can just see what happened. After big moves, Bitcoin usually have a small range, which happened like small range here. You can see, and also the really textbook uptrend you have is truly the same scenario I showed you just here. You hold point of control of previous range, of the neighboring range, or back of that range. Until you hold those points, you don't need to doubt it's like a change of the trend for you. And also you do not see change of market structure. Each time you place the low, it's higher than the previous low, almost each time. Yeah, like you can track it here. It's just crazy. So there is zero sign you know you change the trend. You have nice uptrend. So we see what happened. So we pumped here. We held this VAC here. Now we had a small trading day within that range. And you see, we can also merge this one together now. Very good. And this one as well. We can keep those two together. Back of that range. We can see now we were like we were taking out this high. There was no clear swing failure pattern here. So another very good high here. Market is now curving down, looking for like pullback. And now we are ready because you are seeing those first signs of change of the trend. And now we will be looking for the pullback to buy actually the point of control of that range and point of control of this range, both naked. Like this one was naked also. Naked liquidity, you know, is very important for your entries, yeah, especially in this template. So you can get, because with naked liquidity you get on your side also trap traders. So you have double pressure or even triple pressure from trap traders, from closing, from shorts closing here for take profit, and also from new longs coming, which are like the main force usually. but you can identify those forces. Again, market went into the zone and held this point of control. So again, bullish sign for the trend continuation. Lastly, yes, this session went a bit further, but we can also merge them so we can see it more clearly. Yes, very good now. And now you can see point of control held. And you're enjoying move to the upside again. Another move to the upside, not much swing value pattern. You see we are trying to hold above these highs here. For small naked liquidity over here, we are trying to hold it, you know. So another small previous range was giving you the trade. Those two ranges, they can be merged together because they are within each other. Very good. That was also cool. So yeah, the Bitcoin was not even going for further dip. This was nice. It was holding this range here. Point of control again, not even going to the val of that range. Not even going to this region as well. This was like another supportive region of this spot here. Or the VAR, yeah. So beautiful hell of the range. Very cool. So we are bouncing from this region again, another big push up. You see we have push up and now we retested, you know, the point of control of that upper range here, and naked liquidity was not touched. Back of that range very close. You can also merge them. You can also watch them like separately, but you can also merge them so you see a bit better volume. And from the merge session profile, you can see we're holding the VAG of that range. That's what I'm talking about. This uptrend was all about VAG retest and point of control retest. Until this change, you know, you are very careful with the shorts. You again continue higher. You continue higher, yep. So this was double distribution day because you have two high volume nodes here. Okay, and now you had nice dip and we went into the VAG of that previous range again. It was very, it was not like the most beautiful, but still we held the VAG. So again, buyers are calm. They are enjoying upside move. Very good. Those two ranges we will merge together because they are within each other. That's very good. But even if you do not merge them, we can see this weekend actually provided a support here at the point of control of the weekend. Yeah, but if you merge them, it can be even better. It was slightly front run, but you know, it was almost touched, so you'll get another continuation. So push up is again not a surprise. I'm just not a surprise we are pushing up, yeah? You should not be, you know. So this template is really key. Also, we can reload the template. So I just showed you this template means everything to me until I see changes from these structures. Same thing to the downside, you know, if we start, you know, we will be like bouncing to the point of controls or the val of the previous range will be forming. It can define us another downtrend, yes. But for now, this is not the case. One more thing you can do on this template, for example, is to look for how strong buying tails were on the move to the upside, so you can see which liquidity can be likely like taken out. So you will be aware like there is higher chance market will, if we start continuing to the downside, then you will know this low here is very weak. Like this weekend trading is very weak. It is if market like falls down here, it's gonna be very high chance you will take this out. Very good buying tail here, so it's the, you know, this one is good. You will know this is very tasty liquidity as well into this naked poke, small buying tail, so you can identify all this and prepare. So that's how our uptrend we're looking, you know, on this daily TPO template. And of course you must watch the bigger time frames and your main charting over here, and that's what I will show you right now. So you see another sign of strength and a sign of continuation. So where are you? So we have this one, yes. So higher time frame context traders, they also need to apply a few things. You see this uptrend was like fighting. You see this high volume node here. You always need to know what are the bigger time frames traders looking for. So for example, this pullback here was not a surprise, but it was not enough to break the trend. Yeah, we didn't took this low and continue further. As you actually take out and make like this whole node here is now a big high volume node. As you made it support here with this retest, this was another good entry for us. 41,600 I think or 41,700 we entered. You see we made it support and we actually accelerated the trend. Yeah, because those higher time frame traders just give up and they see that. Another point for trend acceleration was VWAP of the 2 months of that big range here. You can see what happened here. We had some pausing here, some chop here, some taking profit. This was like another surprise. We probably like do range here. It was expected, you know. But again, you started to claim this region here. You claim the region and you see the like massive move up. The only way how we would actually stand in this range was like taking out all these highs and violently move back under the VWAP of this range. I was telling you that in the group that for me shorts would be a bit later, until like I see swing failure pattern of these highs and going under. I would be adding actually if I would start to see VWAP and now claim it again for the shorts, and I would be adding to position. It never happened, so this move up is not a surprise again. This was expected, you know, because you are now leaving the big range. Yes, so now higher time frame traders who are watching daily time frames and other time frames and this 1 hour time frame and so on, they're adding fuel, and we can actually continue up. And we will be looking, and we are already trading this December range here. So yes, it's pretty simple, you know. Also, we were building support at this big high volume node here, down here. So everything was preparing like for the nice uptrend here. What is also better for this uptrend, we built, it was not like huge volume, but we built like more better stable support. Like you see, market is more vulnerable when you do these like big pumps. You can lose them so easy. Yeah? So this has much better, stronger legs in terms of it. And one more thing, we can have a look. It's usually like when you have the uptrend, of course, you will be taking profits, and for me the previous ranges are also the point of profits, and this was also the sign you're actually pretty strong. We are seeing these signs all the time. Now I was showing you the Exocharts template, but this template is also very useful if you want to merge yourself, you know, and see it properly. So you see everything was acting beautifully, like each previous range was holding. But I also need to zoom out and watch those strong previous ranges. They will be sign of strength for me if we climb the regions. And always going from AMT. Every stop here was logical based on these previous ranges. So I can show you what I can show you here. Also, this range here was like very critical for trading down here. So when you leave this level, 20 or 28 February range of this, it was sign of strength, and it was showing you potential trend change. Yeah. So not only the small range here was warning me, but this big range here as well. How it all started, yeah. Okay, so you see this was your take profit of that previous range we had here. VWAP, look here, stopped us perfectly. Your take profit, you had nice pullback here, and as you start to claim, you claim this region with these moves here, and you know, moving up, you actually market give you green light. We are actually accepting this range, so we can actually rotate this range yet again, because this is really small range. The main volume was here, so you need to really look here. And what happened, you know, we fully rotated this range here. You see there was some small stops, but it was not showing you the massive rejections from here, so you know, it's not that hard. Sometimes trading with these moving levels, some of them. Okay, very good. You see also here was one more range with really big volume. It was also influential on these points here. The val of the range here. Stopping us here, very good. So we left the 2-month range, and right now the trend can still continue, and you see where we are stopping right now. I can show you right now. I have the TPO here. It's your another take profit area, and you can look for some shorts if you have good entries. It was the small range here, which is now stopping us. You know, we can like curve here and go for the another leg down and then continue to the upside. But again, you know, previous ranges will give you answers where the trend can potentially stop and give you take profit potential counter trade. You can see it clearly here. All my levels are super strong. This is the value that you see here. A lot of people just had take profit there because auction market theory is ruling to all assets in the world. Most of them, yes. Bitcoin and crypto not the exception. You see I have the two ranges here because I want to see the most immediate liquidity and then the previous liquidity behind that push. So yeah, if we curve here, it's not going to be surprised. But until we break the trend, Bitcoin will need to do a lot of we'll need to do a lot more down to break the trend, at least take these lows and so on. And from a trend perspective, again, your higher time frame is gonna be your friend. So you have uptrend on the daily level from 1 hour time frame and so on, and now you really want to create something on a bigger time frame. So you want to hold like with this daily time frame here, I mean this 2-month range. You want to retest this VWAP here and hold it as support and boom up. And in case we get further pullback, which is still gonna be healthy, yeah, we can look for this high volume node here for retest and bounce up. So on how big time frames we actually do this bullish scenario and trend continuation. So you will be aware, you know, if you lose this region, you will be aware, you will be looking here, not just from the day trader point of view, but from this swing trade perspective as well. So that's how I'm identifying the trends. I hope it was pretty simple. I do not want to overcomplicate it with other tools, but you know, this template is just number one. So learn auction market theory and you will understand well the market is doing this all the time. So thank you for watching. I hope it was clear, and see you in the group, guys. Bye bye.